Hello everyone, my name is JC Drake, and today I would like to inform you on the Clean Water Act of 1977. And so you may be wondering, how does water pollution affect you and everyone else in your life? Well, this is a question that I would like to answer by informing you about the Clean Water Act of 1977 in this presentation. The Clean Water Act helps to regulate some of the problems that we face every day in all of our waterways. The Act limits the amount of pollutants that can be put into any waterway by stating that people, more specifically businesses or organizations, must obtain a permit in order to dump any kind of waste or pollutant into a waterway. It also increases funding in order to use proper techniques to treat the water so that people have the money in order to do this. The Act mentions ways that water can be treated safely for things that include drinking or other everyday activities. Let me begin with some information on permits that need to be obtained. Okay, so one law of the Clean Water Act of 1977 strongly enforces the use of permit by any businesses or organizations that are wanting to dump any kind of waste or pollutant into a body of water. Permits are required for organizations in every state, including the state of Wisconsin, so that the government is aware of what is being put into the water and is okay with what is being added to the water. Just as an example, the state of Arkansas Department of Water Quality used this rule in part of their act. Charles D. Davidson states, "Operators of a wide range of construction and industrial activities must obtain NPDES permits for non-point source discharges of stormwater. Stormwater is just one example of the types of waste that can be found in the waterways, but there are many more." I would also like to inform you on funding that is being put in place to help people with permits effectively treat the water. The government provides some extra funding so that hopefully bodies of water are cleaned thoroughly and safely of any waste that has been put into it. According to Ridgway M. Hall Jr., the Act mentions an increased federal share funding from 75% to 85%. He states this is up to 2% of each state's allotment, or $400,000, whichever is greater. Before funds are given, applicants must prove they will be able to use new effective techniques for treating water. The plans for treatment mentioned new technology that would seem to be very promising. Extra federal funding is good because it shows the government is willing to help in keeping clean water as long as people have a good plan to treat the waterway. With extra funding, people are able to create safer water to use for things such as drinking. One of the basic criteria mentioned in the Clean Water Act is for safe drinking water. Agencies help evaluate the situation and what is needed in order to make water drinkable. As mentioned in an article by Richard E. Thomas and Sherwood C. Reed, Case 2 states, "The groundwater is presently being used for drinking water supply. In this case, the groundwater must meet the maximum microbiological contaminant levels specified in the National Interim Primary Drinking Water Regulations, as well as the levels for chemicals specified in Case 1. This is just an example of one of the cases that is used. So, based on the purpose of the water, proper measures have to be taken so that the water can be used for that purpose. This shows how it can affect us and why it should be taken seriously by us." So as I have said, the Clean Water Act of 1977 includes many important regulations for water pollutants. A few of those regulations include having a permit, federal funding, and also cases for uses of water and how to treat the water effectively. In order to keep bodies of water clean and safe, these rules must be enforced. This applies to all of us because it keeps us healthy and safe by regulating contaminants in the water that we use in our everyday lives.